Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the single most important live stream in the history of the internet.
What?
On this day.
What?
At this time.
What?
Talking about these topics.
What?
With these hosts.
What?
Hope you're all doing well today. And I want to say, how dare any of you criticize the thumbnail today? How dare you?
Unbelievable.
What type of, what are we doing? Let's have a little bit of respect, okay? Let's have a little bit of respect.
She can't help it.
Yeah, come on, guys. I thought I was going to get a lot of compliments on the thumbnail. I thought everybody's going to be like, oh, wow, must be a Jeremy thumbnail because this is so well crafted and articulated. And all I see is a lot of people saying, oh, this is nightmare fuel. Oh, I had to stop fapping. What the hell, man? You know, I deserve a little bit of respect. And we got a little bit of respect because Jeremy the Cyborg just dropped 50 gifted membership.
Oh, 50 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships.
Wow.
Look at that, huh?
That's the way you start the party, boys. That's the way you do it.
Good morning.
As a matter of fact, I was going to show this Jeremy the Cyborg, but we'll go ahead and do it now. Check this out. All right. So Jeremy the Cyborg messaged me last night. Okay. Now, as you know, over on Locals, we do our watch parties. We've been covering wrestling, things like that. Pretty good stuff indeed. So Jeremy the Cyborg messaged me and he was like, be on the lookout for this on Monday Night Raw.
Whoa.
Well, look at there. Look at there.
Shit.
Geeks and Gamers 199 in the audience.
Wow.
On Raw right there. That is freaking great.
Wow.
He got another one. Let me see if I can find it. He got another screenshot. It's a little closer right here. And then he said that there was a point. Remember when Jey Uso entered the ring?
Mm-hmm.
He barely got this one here, so it's just on the end, but that's pretty freaking cool, man. So that's the sign right there that he was holding up. Freaking awesome right there.
Hell yeah.
So
that's
hail
badass.
to Jeremy the Cyborg. That is great. So love to see it, man. We got the best corner of the internet, man. It's absolutely fantastic. So thank you, sir, for the 50 gifted memberships.
The 50.
Thank you to Jeremy the Cyborg. That's awesome, man. Good stuff indeed. Jessica Lindstrom Racism says to be a mod, you have to be a woman or a gay. Alex McCarthy says it's Tuesday. Enter code Beardo or Drunk 3PO. There we go. So we do have a few things to talk about. That's for sure. And there's actually a lot. And I saw one story in particular that I didn't have on the quote unquote agenda for the day. But I think we have to cover this one because this is kind of something that I've kind of anticipated would be an issue for a while. And here we go right here. Home Alone 2 director says Donald Trump cameo has become this curse. So Christopher Columbus, who is the Home Alone 1 and 2 director, I believe he also directed the first two Harry Potter movies. I've always enjoyed his movies. I thought he did a great job. But yeah, he says that, let's see, San Francisco filmmaker Chris Columbus says Donald Trump cameo in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York more than 30 years ago has become an albatross for me and wishes it was gone. I can't cut it. The San Francisco resident told the Chronicle in a recent interview, if I cut it, I'll probably be sent out of the country. I'll be considered sort of not fit to live in the United States, so I'll have to go back to Italy or something. These people are absolutely broken, dude. They are completely broken.
What an idiotic thing to want to do, but also what an idiotic thing to say that he thinks there's going to be consequences.
I know.
It's what? Yeah, he's going to get ridiculed for sure, but I think a lot of people would celebrate it too. The weirdos would fucking celebrate it.
They would go crazy. They would go crazy. I mean, we live in a country right now where all you got to do is stab an innocent white dude and you get $400,000 in Gibson Go donations. So Yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous to hear this nonsense. And it just shows you that, like, TDS has no limit. It has no limit whatsoever. And this is where we are. These people are, absolutely ridiculous. So I just wanted to show that really quickly. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but it just shows that if they could delete him from this movie and wipe it from existence, which is why they want to go digital only. This is why they hate physical media, because physical media, they can't change history, but they would love to retroactively remove him because they don't want to be reminded that they all worshipped him all of these years ago for decades and decades until he got into politics, and now they were programmed to stop and say, oh, he's the worst person in the world, and they don't want any reminder that they were ever connected to him. So absolutely ridiculous. So that's that. But fuck them. Fuck this Chris Columbus guy. I mean, I've always liked his movies. The ones I've seen, I mean, the two Harry Potter movies, I believe he did the first two. I know he did the first one, and it definitely has a vibe of, that same vibe as like the Home Alone movies 1 and 2. I don't know what else he's done beyond that. But just absolutely like pathetic child behavior from these people, man. They're broken. They're broken. So fuck them.
Yep. Fuck them.
Yeah, he did the first two. Okay, he did the first two. Okay, go ahead.
Chat just told me about this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. This happened at the Atlanta Braves game yesterday. I know this isn't Sports Wars, but it's not really. Apparently, the reporter asked a chick for her number on live television. One of the broadcasters.
We're having a lot of fun up here up the Corona rooftop. Who do we got here? What's your name?
My name's Lauren.
Lawrence, all right.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla, and you guys hang out at the rooftop lounge often?
Once a year I come out to visit.
Okay, well, we timed it pretty well. All right, good. How are you guys feeling about root for the Braves today?
Oof, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
What about you? Are you a Braves fan now?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right, I'm gonna go to work up here, guys. Good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, Wiley. You got 4 innings to get the numbers.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Get us some more Braves fans.
Here we go.
They want me to get your number.
They want you to get my
I'm dead serious. They're saying in my ear right now. She doesn't believe me because she thinks you guys are not. I'm making this up. Even if you guys weren't, I might use that in the future. That's a pretty.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
What a stud.
Oh, that's great to see. Funny as hell, man. Holy crap.
Nothing will beat Brett Musburger during the national championship with Alabama and what's her name? Catherine Webb.
Yeah, no.
Now that is AJ McCarron's girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh boy,
boy,
he's a lucky guy, man. I'd love to get up in them guts.
If you are a young man in Alabama, start throwing around a football, because that could be your girlfriend one day.
It was so funny, man. It was so funny. All right, let's read some super chats really quick.
Let's do it. Why not? Thank you again, Jeremy the Cyborg, for the 50 gifted memberships. Callum Lyle with a $5. I was bored out of my mind for the Last of Us 2. I couldn't watch it. Even my dad fell asleep.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a bit. I didn't watch it, but I saw a scathing review of it. I have zero interest in watching The Last of Us Part 2, although it's going to be funny when we get to the big Abby Smash scene and how people are going to react to that. I'm not sure how they're going to even carry that whole thing out. But as we all know, it's fuck Naughty Dog then, now, and forever.
Yep. Shitface Cockmaster with a $5. Jeremy, what is your most anticipated match at WrestleMania? Also, what is your favorite WrestleMania of all time?
I mean, it's easily the Punk, triple threat match, because that's the main guy I follow in WWE currently anyway. So I'm interested to see how that whole thing plays out. Although the Cody John Cena match is going to be really good too. AJ and Logan Paul, I think, might be the match of the night, of the weekend, I guess. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul is probably going to be an absolute banger for sure. Favorite WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania 17 has to be up there. I really, really, really loved WrestleMania 6. Wait, which one's Hogan Warrior? Was that 6 or 7? 6.
Oh,
I think
7.
You don't fucking know. You don't have a fucking clue. Because Hogan Macho
right.
Man was 5. That was when the Mega Powers exploded. And then I can't remember. Was it 6? I think 6 was Warrior Hogan. And the anticipation for that was just absolutely insane. So I'm more to the golden era of wrestling. Those pay-per-views. 6. Okay, there we go. And of course, I was at WrestleMania 30. I was there in New Orleans when the streak ended. When Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker. I was there when Daniel Bryan won the championship. Craziest pops ever. And I was there when Hogan opened the show, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin came out there, and The Rock came out there. And when Stone Cold Steve Austin, when the glass broke, and no one knew, nobody knew that Stone Cold was going to be there. I have never experienced anything like that. I felt the entire ground just shaking. It felt like a fucking earthquake was happening when Stone Cold's music hit. The entire Superdome was going absolutely ballistic. So that was such an amazing moment. So I was happy to be there for WrestleMania 30. All right, next
there
up.
You go. B Chain with the $5. There's no escaping TDS now. My now former church went full TDS a couple Sundays ago. Never going back. It's really sad.
It's
Ouch.
crazy, man. It's the more popular Trump gets, the worse the TDS becomes, because they cannot function. They can't function.
That's crazy. Sorry to hear that, B Chain. 8 o'clock with a $5. He says that like he wouldn't have bagged Trump to be in his movie back in the 80s. Maybe begged?
Probably. Well, of course he would have. They all would have.
Thank you, 8 o'clock for the 5. 2 Cent Fandom with the $2. Ready to scan in to the gay meetup on Thursday. Hail, man. I'll see you there. Thank you, 2 Cent Fandom for the 2. Keckrucht with a $2. LeBron is the GOAT? All right, whatever. 8 o'clock with a $2. I meant to say begged went full beardo.
Yeah, in the future, whenever you want to say LeBron is the GOAT, if you just say I am retarded, it basically plays the same. So it's going to be the same thing. So
just say you're retarded without saying you're retarded.
Yeah.
Enrico Palazzo with a $5. Since you said you were looking, I recommend you send Beardo to check out Player One Video Game Bar while in Las Vegas. Player One Video Game Bar. I'm going to jot that down.
Okay.
We've gotten a ton of suggestions. Jose Taco suggested me a belly dancing restaurant. Player One.
Are there dudes there?
Hopefully. Thank you, Enrico Palazzo, with the $5. Tobias Nexus with the $10. Got to play the early access for Wild Assault last night, and the GCA voice chat got to watch me get absolutely wrecked and roll around as a panda in 6 out of 8 games. Still fun, though.
Hell yeah. Hail Tobias. Good to see you, Tobias.
Thank you, Tobias, for the $10. Crazy Clown Pan with a $2. Harry Potter and the Society of Magical. Thank you. Thank you for the 2. Panic and Skyfaller with a $5. At this point, they should call it You Haven't Seen The Last of Us. Okay. Thank you for the $5. Gunslinger with a $10. If Chris Columbus wants to go full woke lib route, he should change his name. How dare he share his name with a historical racist murderer?
I know, exactly. It's almost like these people don't actually believe in the nonsense that they spew all the time.
Mm-hmm. Warbreer with a $2. Jer in the morning is back with his trusty sidekick.
You almost went full or right there.
I almost said W/ his trusty sidekick. I did. Thank you, Warbreer, with a $2. Game and Tech with a $5 says nothing. Thank you. And then Game and Tech with another $5 actually says something. After the backlash of woke Snow White, what is the possibility that Morgan Freeman plays Hercules in the next remake?
Not very good. And on that point, we'll jump right into the Snow White topic because I think that Disney is in really bad shape right now, and I think that they really they can't justify any of this. So right now, Snow White might not hit $200 million worldwide. Ouch. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to pass 200 million worldwide. Snow White and Rachel Zegler, arguably the biggest failure in Disney history, and that is saying a lot considering the past 5 atrocious years. Bob Iger has about destroyed the story company in nearly every conceivable manner, while conning dumb, drooling shareholders with $100 billion shiny new toys to distract them from everything he has broken. Everything he's saying is accurate. Bob Iger has absolutely destroyed the Walt Disney Company. It does not resemble anything remotely close to what Walt created. It just doesn't. And, this Snow White situation is bad, but through terrible, terrible things, we get greatness. Have you ever seen the movie Sling Blade, Beardo?
I don't think I have.
With Billy Bob Thornton, you've never seen it?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Then you're not going to appreciate the greatness of this.
I'm sorry.
But we have this right here, ladies and gentlemen.
I kind of want something other day.
Mm-hmm. Well, what would you like?
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
Dude, I want to know in that one scene, like, what the hell was she doing with her jaw? Was she was she on drugs? Was she on like a massive amount of cocaine or Adderall? Like, why is she grinding her jaw like that in that scene?
It's so good.
It's so weird what was happening.
We don't serve biscuits. We got a lot of other stuff, though.
What you got in there is good to eat.
Well, we got Big Chief burgers, bongo burgers, footlongs, corny dogs, frosty shakes, creamy bars. Did you want me to go through the whole list?
Reckon what you like to eat in there.
This is the best thing. That's like, if I would not have walked out, as I said on Covercast last night, I would not have walked out of Snow White if I knew this scene was in it. If I would have known this is 10 out of 10. This movie would have got a 10 out of 10. By the way, Beardo, you really need to watch Sling Blade. It's fantastic.
I'll add it to the list.
Well, the French fries are pretty good.
French fried potatoes?
Yep, French fries.
How much you want for them?
How much you want for them?
60 for the medium and 75 for large.
I reckon I'll have me some of the bacon.
And look, it gets better. All right, there's even better stuff out there because Rachel Zegler is getting memed to hell right now. Okay, here we go.
Pero puede chocar.
Y mis 50,000 pesos que traía 100 billetes de a 500.
¿A qué se dedica usted? ¿Qué hace?
Soy comerciante. Soy de promotora mexicana Gaitán. Calle 6630, 671, 3333. Soy hijo del papá. O sea, soy hijo del dueño de Miguel Ángel Gaitán Uribe, presidente de la Canaca.
¿De qué? ¿Qué es eso?
De la Canaca.
This is so stupid. It's so good. I fucking love the internet, dude. They have taken this stupid looking picture of her and just turned it into this AI meme, and it's so much better than the movie.
Centrales de abastos de la República Mexicana.
Pero usted puede matar a una persona así como anda, señor.
Y a mí
puede matar a usted.
Mire, y a mí estos que, mire, ay, véale, apúntele bien. Me amarraron como puerco. Mire, pero la otra vez, y mis 50,000 pesos que, mire, apúntale para allá.
It's so stupid, dude. So yeah, it's really bad right now. I remember I was talking to Ryan. I think we were talking about on Friday Night Tights as well, but like once the opening weekend for Snow White happened, I was like, man, like how bad is this going to be? We're thinking like probably not going to hit 400 million. You know, like it's probably not going to. It's not even going to hit $200 million at the worldwide box office. This is a catastrophic failure on every single possible level. And it shows you that all of the weirdos that they are constantly trying to pander to and cater to do not actually care about this shit. They'll get on social media, they will retweet, they will like, and they will hashtag, and they'll tell you how great she is, but it doesn't translate to dollars at the box office. The biggest flop potentially in Disney history. This is a result of hiring a political activist that disrespects the entire source material. This is the result of that. So you get what you deserve. There's this video here that I saw someone make. I don't know if all of this is legit, but some of this is legit for sure.
Rachel Zegler has officially been benched by Disney, and no, this isn't a rumor. The Snow White star has become such a PR nightmare, the studio has cut her out of her own press tour. She was set to appear on SNL, Kimmel, Drew Barrymore, all of it scrapped. Why?
So I don't know. I know that we know that they cut back the press tour for her because it was obvious that she was a liability the more that she talked. I don't know if they cut her out of those specific shows. I would believe it to be true.
Why? Because Disney finally realized putting a mic in front of her is a financial risk. It started with her trashing the original Snow White. She called it outdated, mocked the love story, and basically told fans they were wrong for liking it. Then came the political chaos. Rachel basically shouted "Free Palestine" next to Israeli co-star Gal Gadot during a Disney press event. In a single moment, she turned a kids' film into a geopolitical controversy. They even canceled a $10 million Disney World event. And now Zegler's threatening to sue Disney for canceling appearances. First, she torched the movie's image, then insulted the fans, and even hijacked the spotlight. And now she wants compensation? At this point, Snow White 2025 isn't a film launch. It's a cleanup operation.
No, I don't know of anything about her suing them. I don't think that's true. But they did definitely, they canceled all the press tours and everything for her. And I think that I hope that this is a wake up call. I don't think it will be, by the way. But what it does show you is that the fans continue to be right every step of the way. Fans are always right when they call this stuff out. You as a company should recognize that. You should recognize that and go, hey, what are we doing wrong? It's kind of like the whole Nintendo thing with the prices and all of that. And like, regardless of where you stand on that, people are pissed off. Nintendo should look at that. Do I think they will? Probably not. Now, time will tell if that will ultimately be a good or a bad decision for them. But if people are upset, you should definitely pay attention to that. 1000%. Never disrespect your audience. Never.
I think this is more of a Disney problem than a Rachel Zegler problem because they're not learning their lesson. How many times have we heard that, oh, the star of the movie is now a detriment to the movie's reputation or to the movie's box office numbers? You got Brie Larson with Captain Marvel and Avengers. She fucking shit the bed on that. Nobody wanted to work with her. Everybody hated her. How about Acolyte? Talking about the gayest Star Wars ever. The motherfucker didn't even know the difference between Anakin and Luke. Okay? When Anakin blew up the Death Star, that fucking idiot said, and Amanda Stenberg and Leslie Headland talking about, oh yeah, R2-D2's always been gay. Actually, I think they're lesbians together with C-3PO. And they aren't learning their fucking lesson. Stop
You froze. It was funny. Go ahead.
I didn't freeze. I'm watching the playback right now.
Oh, sorry. Well, you froze for me. I fucked up your rant. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Anyways, they're not learning their lesson.
I'm sorry. You seriously froze. You've frozen a few times for me.
No, I didn't. Did I freeze?
Did he freeze?
No, I wasn't.
I messed up your good rant, too.
Anyways, what did Steph say? It was more important.
Sorry.
What did Steph say?
He did freeze. See?
No, I didn't. No, they're trolling.
No. The chat would never troll. You froze.
No freeze, no freeze, no freezing, no freezing. No freezing, Jeremy.
I was trying to get a meme out of it. Okay, it would have been a good.
I'm just gonna drink my fancy water
because you. I don't want to do what you were doing because then I'll get clipped doing it. So I almost walked right into it. But anyway, sorry, Beardo. Sorry. All right, I apologize. You're a great guy. You're a great guy.
Yeah, take me to Epic Universe to make up for it.
Fuck that. Steph, you want to go to Epic Universe? No, Steph was basically saying it was like, because that was like clearly an AI channel. I think that they were definitely right about the overarching things they were saying, the specifics of canceling SNL, all that. Also, like saying that a $10 million Disney World trip to promote was canceled. $10 million. What? Hey, $10 million? I mean, to get in for a normal person, it almost costs about $10 million per day. But no, it's not a $10 million trip. That's insane. All right, we got a couple big super chats, Beardo.
Oh, yeah? Neanderthal with the 50 says, good morning, all.
Hail.
How you doing, Neanderthal with a $50? And Linko Kenobi with a $50. What's up, guys? Jeremy, I hope everything goes well for your mom. Our prayers are with you. Also, did you get my video on the Canadian comics making Trump and Elon supervillains? I'll be flying to Vegas tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you, Beardo. 199.
I did not. I'll have to check my messages. I did not see that one, but I'll check it out, Linko. Good to see you here, brother. Appreciate it.
Good to see you, Linko, with the 50. I will be on my way to Vegas tomorrow, too. So shout out. Let's see here. Health Minister of Belgium with a $5. I play the bloater in Last of Us Season 2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you for the $5. Enemy Con with a $5. Jeremy, have you ever thought about a Geeks and Gamers video game where you can play as yourself, Ryan, Beardo, etc.? I would pay good money for a G&G racing game.
That would be fun. I saw it was a video game because of all the Mario Kart World controversy. There was this game called the Carters 2, like Mario Kart, but like the Carters 2.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to show up well or not, but like this is the I saw it on Twitter and I was like, okay.
It looks identical to Mario Kart.
It does. But hey, it's an indie title. So check it out and see. It looks kind of cool. I like kart racers though. So yeah, it would be cool to have a G&G kart racer though. That would be cool.
What do you think about all the Mario Kart stuff where everyone's pretty much already writing off Mario Kart World, saying that it's going to be boring, saying that they're taking like the magic out of what Mario Kart was to make it open world. The tracks are wider. Everyone's saying all you're doing is driving straight for the majority of Mario Kart World because it's so big and there isn't like, okay, you finish the race, now you go back, now you vote on the next track, and then you go race it. It's like, now you pick one, and then you're driving through all 4 of them or 6 of them or whatever out in the open world. They're saying that the game is going to be boring off rip. Before they even played it, they're saying it's going to be boring.
So I share some of those concerns, and I shared them even more so until I learned that you can turn the intermissions off, because the intermissions are, so you have one race, and then the next race is the intermission where it's almost like a straight drive to the next track.
You're driving there. Yeah.
But you can turn the intermissions off. So the in-between part, you can turn those off.
A loading screen or something?
No, intermission is the drive. So the way it's driven, like, from track to track, the intermission is the part where you're driving from one track to another.
Understand. So if you turn it off, it's what?
It just takes you to the next track. It just takes you to the next track. Instead of until you driving to that next track, you can turn that intermission part off and you just go straight to the next track instead of the driving to it.
What I'm saying is you turn that intermission off, it's probably going to be a short loading screen to get there, is what I'm saying.
I'm assuming so.
That's what I'm saying. But in replacement, it'll just be a loading screen.
The problem, and I want, like, the problem is that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is such a fucking good game. It's so good. The mechanics are so good. The racing is so good. They have a huge mountain to climb in terms of trying to make this game better than that one, and I'm not sure that's possible. So I have looked at it. There's no 200cc reported at this point in time. They probably will reveal that during the direct. And I don't necessarily care about the open world stuff. I don't. I just want to race. You know what I mean? I want good really good themed tracks with good racing on them. I don't care about the open world bullshit. I just don't. So I share a lot of those concerns. There's never been a bad Mario Kart game. I mean, some better than others. So we'll see. But like, they just have. It's going to be hard to top Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's the problem they have.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I have proof of something. I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh,
I have proof of something.
You're welcome.
Now, there is this guy. Some of you know who he is. Okay. He's a really positive force in our community. His name is Ryan Kennel.
Oh.
And he joined Mario Kart last week.
He did.
Okay?
He was there.
And he won a race against me. I have proof that I was robbed.
Oh.
I was robbed, Beardo. I have the evidence right here. I went and watched the replay, and I have the evidence right here. So this is me as Diddy Kong. Okay, this is the final turn. All right. So I threw a red shell at Steph. Steph is Black Yoshi because diversity. Okay. So this is the final turn of the final lap. Okay. So there's Steph. I throw the shell at Steph. It misses her at first, ricochets and hits her. There's Ryan. Okay. Boom. All right. Now I have a mushroom. Okay. Ryan is right there. Here's me and Ryan for the finish. Look at this shit. Okay. Look at this shit. This is amazing. Now Ryan wins the race according to Mario Kart. The replay says different. Watch the replay. Who actually wins? I won the fucking race. Look, I won. I was robbed. This is bullshit. I won the race. Now, I even watched it from Ryan's perspective. Okay, here's Ryan's perspective.
Did you post this as a video?
No, I just uploaded it for this moment right here.
Okay.
I'm pissed. Okay, so this is from Ryan's perspective. I was robbed. Why? It'll back up. It'll back up. See that? This is from Ryan's perspective.
Wow.
Fucking race. Bullshit. This is bullshit, and I'm not going to let this go. Oh, it's that serious. It's that serious. So I won the race. Let the truth be known. Ryan is hacking because I won. So there you go. Just wanted to clear that up.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yep.
Stephen McBride with a $2. LeBron is the GOAT as he has the most points. Tards.
Okay. Listen, I have a rule around here.
Championships.
I don't want to argue with retarded people. So if you think LeBron is the GOAT, I am completely fine with you and your they them pronouns and thinking men can get pregnant. Go for it.
Dark Knight Rider with a $2. Will Cuckman try to delete negative TV reviews?
Maybe. I mean, he did a little interview, and I swear Neil Cuckman might be the most soy boy beta of he is pathetic. He really is. We're going to talk about Last of Us Part 2 in just a minute.
Is it true that they've already confirmed that they're working on a season 3?
I don't think I've heard that.
I don't think I've heard that season 3 is it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
All right. Demi Moore's tapeworm with a $5. Anyone else think it's funny Abby Smash was a tiny chick? Christ, Tommy's wife was insufferable. Joel getting therapy? What the fuck? At least Dina was hot.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about The Last of Us season 2. So here we go. Here's Neil Cuckman right here. Okay. Here's Neil Cuckman.
See, there you go. Chat's saying yes, it got renewed for a season 3.
There we go then. All right.
All right.
So,
I had a feeling I saw it.
Let's listen to Neil Cuckman.
One of the things that I'm feeling tonight.
Oh no, he has a gay lisp. He's got a gay lisp.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
No. I've been feeling as we've been wrapping up the season is just an appreciation that I get to work with all these talented people, both on the gaming side, but now on the show side. that love these characters, love the world of The Last of Us so much. HBO's given us a healthy budget, healthy time to make the show, and I think we did the best with those resources. We made something quite incredible. I can't wait for you all to experience it.
God, so cringe. So Cosmic Book News has this right here. Now, I have not watched it, and I'm not going to. I stopped watching the first season of Last of Us when they got to the gay episode. Are you aware of this? Like, they had a full-on Brokeback Mountain episode. And
I heard of it. Yeah, I've never watched a single episode of Last of Us.
The first couple episodes were actually really good. And then they went full Brokeback Mountain.
And it wasn't it with Ron Swanson?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
I've kind of eliminated it from my mind at this point.
Jeez Louise.
So, Last of Us Season 2 premiere review, woke dumpster fire. Last of Us Season 2 premiered tonight, and it's complete garbage. We give it a 1 out of 10. It's more Hollywood garbage, pushing an agenda at the expense of the story. Crappy writing and even crappier characters. The first 5 minutes, we have Abby wanting revenge, but the white guy in her group wants to crawl away and run. Then it shifts to the 90-pound Ellie fighting a 200-pound white dude, and she somehow manages to beat him up. We're not done yet. It turns out Joel is in therapy. He also cries. Another old white dude doesn't like Ellie and Dina hooking up. David Zaslav also cut the budget, so we don't get to see the only cool scene. So, yeah, that's what Cosmic Book News has to say about it right there. I have zero desire to watch this train wreck. It's just amazing, man. This is Neil Cuckman. This is Naughty Dog. This is who they are. I want to give a reminder to everyone. Maybe you're new to the channel or whatever, but when The Last of Us Part 2, when the leaks happened back when the game was coming out, it kind of went crazy on the internet. And some of the imagery of Abby with the golf club and the killing of Joel happened. And once that news hit, there was a ton of outrage. We covered it. We covered those leaks, but we didn't show anything. And Naughty Dog struck the channel for talking about a news topic. During a live stream, Naughty Dog struck our channel and got us suspended from live streaming for 30 days. We won the appeal, but it took 30 days for that appeal to go through. So for 30 days, we were suspended from live streaming here on this channel.
That's disgusting.
Ryan had 2 strikes on his channel. And if you get 3 strikes, they delete your channel. So Ryan had 2 active strikes on his channel. Geeks Gamers Play had a strike because of a Ryan video as well. Az got hit. There was a ton of content creators that got strikes from Naughty Dog all over this. And I also lost my Twitter account for a year and a half over all of this because of the big the big Abby pump as you hook up, holler if you hear me. I lost my Twitter account for a year and a half. I didn't get my Twitter account back until
Elon bought it, right?
Until Elon bought it. That's no bullshit. So Elon bought Twitter. I put in an appeal, and so I had put 10,000 appeals in, and eventually they all got shut down. Every one of them got shut down. And then when Elon bought Twitter and it went officially through, I did the appeal again, and they gave me my account back. This is why I got my account suspended right here, because I put the Scott Steiner meme, big Abby pump as you hook up, holler if you hear me. So I kept posting this to Twitter. They kept DMCAing me, so I kept posting it over and over again. And every time they would take it down, I would repost it again and say, fuck Naughty Dog. I think I did this about 30 or 45 times before then they finally just suspended my account completely. Yeah, it was a wild time right there. So that's why I will forever hate Naughty Dog. I'll never forgive him. And it includes anybody that works for Naughty Dog. I don't care. Fuck you too. I despise Naughty Dog and everyone affiliated with them. I'm basically going to Tupac and hit him up. Where he's like, fuck Bad Boy as a record label, as an organization. If you roll with Bad Boy, fuck you too. Chino XL, fuck you too. Bob Deep, fuck you too. Anyway, that's my stance on Naughty Dog. They can go to hell. Every single person affiliated with them can go to hell. So,
yeah.
Are you going to watch The Last of Us season 2? Beardo?
I never watched season 1. I never watched season 2. And by the time I came around to being interested in playing the first Last of Us game, all the bullshit about Last of Us 2 is coming out. I have zero interest. It goes back to the same thing with Game of Thrones and Yellowstone, I guess. It's like, why would I get started and invested? And everyone says The Last of Us 1, great game. But if I know that it ends like shit and what they do to Joel and the character assassination that they did to him, why would I get invested? So no, I have zero interest in anything Last of Us. I've never played a game. I've never watched an episode. No, I'm not watching season 2.
It's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Just don't get invested.
So we'll see what happens. I know that there were some reports that the numbers, like the season 2 numbers, were slightly increased. At least I saw some reports about that. I don't know if it's true, but I would imagine it's just because people are wanting to see the Abby stuff just to see how bad it's going to be. But I don't know. I don't know if they're supposed to carry out the Abby stuff the same way the game did or not. I don't know. I haven't heard. But if they actually have Abby kill Joel with a golf club, it's almost reason to watch it. Just to cover this shit. It's almost reason to watch it. I'm just so disconnected to the series. So I don't know.
And what are they going to do with the series? Because Naughty Dog's already said that Last of Us 2 was the last one.
Well,
Neil Druckmann said don't expect to see Last of Us 3.
Right. I don't know if he's just saying that to say that, because they've got, what's that new game that they're working on?
It's the
Pronouns in Space game. The Pronouns in Space game.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
Yeah. Somebody's going to say it in the chat. Intergalactic, is that what it's called?
Intergalactic or something.
Intergalactic. The only reason I remember that is because of the Beastie Boys song. But anyway, I think that they're just wanting to focus on that. I think that they will try to make a Last of Us Part 3 at some point in time because they're going to have to.
Well, if they want to keep the show going, or else they're really going to run into a Game of Thrones problem where the show is going to go longer than the games did.
Yeah, I mean, Intergalactic's going to flop miserably, and then they're going to have to go back to whatever their bread and butter is, which is, Last of Us. And then they're probably going to try to course correct, but it will be too late. As we said, when The Last of Us Part 2 released and the opening weekend, they had like 4 million sales, and then they never reported sales again for like 3 or 4 years later. You knew that there was a problem with it because the first Last of Us sold like 20 million copies. I think they claimed that The Last of Us Part 2 sold about 10 million. I still wonder if that's actually just units shipped and not units purchased.
Now, is that because it came out on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC?
What? The
Last of Us 1. It got remastered.
Oh, absolutely.
It got remastered like twice and remade.
Absolutely. They intertwine all of that into it. 100% they do.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what happens. But all right, let's get some supers.
Lord Slosh with the $5. That Mania 30 moment was awesome, but I'll always remember Hogan calling it the Silver Dome and Rock and Austin ribbing him after.
Hell yeah.
The Silver Dome.
Yep.
Thank you for the 5. Or with a $1. Thank you. Vault 95 with a 1 and 9. Beardo and me can become my main for gaming. Hail. Hey, thank you, Vault 95.
That's awesome.
I appreciate that.
He's taking a shot at me since I haven't done a gaming stream since the first of the year.
Dude, in my gaming streams, I'll get comments probably from Vault 95. Be like, finally, somebody who actually games over at Geeks and Gamers. Sure. I'll be the guy. Or with another $1. Thank you. The Trillis with a 199. Black Snape is going to do a flyby on Dumbledore. Yeesh. Maybe. Or with another $1. Snex with a 2. Juan Valdez and the 7 coffee beans. Thank you for the $2. Tan RHD with a 199. Y'all going to hell for that thumbnail. 10 out of 10. Thank you. It's not even edited. No Photoshop. Irish Skywalker with a 199. Beardo correct as always. Jeremy is gay as always. Thank you, Irish Skywalker. I appreciate that. Thank you. Bill Prime Gaming with a 24 months. Hi, guys, and hail 199. Hail Bill Prime. Is that your last name, Prime?
Yes.
That's his last name. His real last name is Bill.
Mine too.
And Prime. Yeah. Thank you. Bubba Yogi with a 6 months. Mod Appreciation Day at Epic Universe. Make it happen. Leave Beardo in the cage in his basement. I don't even have a basement. Thank you for the 6 months. Mikey Guzzler with a $2. What did Chris Columbus say? Something gay.
He was talking bad about Trump. Wants to delete Trump's appearance in Home Alone 2.
Boba Fett with a $5. Ellie, are we going to let the boys save us? Proceeds to fall through floor and if not immune, would have died right there. Jeez Louise, that's an actual line in the show. Are we going to let the boys save us?
Hey, look at this. So Triple H is fucking up.
Uh-oh.
He's fucking up.
Uh-oh.
Let's listen to what Triple H has to say. Now, again, as a reminder, we do cover wrestling over on our local streams, watch parties, all of that. We're covering WrestleMania this weekend. I had my fair level of criticisms of the current product last night because I don't think it's that good. Let's listen to what Triple H has to say about the criticism on the internet.
The internet's not real life, right? And the bitching and the fucking complaining that is on there, it's not real life. Like you could read the internet and it'll sound like this thing is dead. It's not, and I'll use Cody as the example. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for him. He's selling the most merchandise. He's like, yeah, like, but sure, whatever you want to say on the internet.
Right,
that's the.
He's. I'll play devil's advocate. He's not entirely wrong in the fact where the internet isn't real life. There are echo chambers, of course, but I don't know about wrestling like you do. So he could be wrong in the wrestling aspect, but he's got a point with the whole the internet's loud. I mean, just look at Twitter before Elon was a whole lot different in the noise that it made after Elon bought it.
So I remember making a point, and I said this, God, how long ago was this? Maybe a year ago? I don't remember. I was making a video, and because people were saying, everyone just feeds into hate on the internet, blah, 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 because it gets them clicks. No. People talk about what people are interested in, and what people are interested in gets clicks. And I specifically made an example of Nintendo about a year ago where I said there's no real negativity with Nintendo that generates traction. So therefore you don't see negative traction, negative content for Nintendo driving the discussion because there wasn't a lot of real negativity surrounding it. Guess what? Now there is. All Nintendo channels and even people that are not Nintendo channels are covering the negativity surrounding Nintendo because people are genuinely pissed off at Nintendo. So that's not something that people just started to do to get clicks. It's something organic that has happened. The negativity surrounding Nintendo is Nintendo's fault. The negativity around Star Wars is Disney's fault. Before The Force Awakens, you couldn't find negative content about Star Wars, because there was enthusiasm for Star Wars. There was excitement for Star Wars. The main drivers of Star Wars content was lore and theories and all of that shit, celebrating Star Wars and anticipating the future of Star Wars. Then, not even The Force Awakens did it, but when The Last Jedi came out is when everything changed and negative content for Star Wars drove the discussion because there was genuine disdain for Star Wars. If negative conversations are driving the discussion on the internet, that's because people are unhappy with what's going on. That's how it works on the internet. It's basically just a microcosm of what's going on in the fandom. That's what it is. It doesn't mean that yes, if you want to say like the internet's not real life, to some extent, yes, that is absolutely true. But as a business owner and as a person that runs a company, you should be listening to the people that are interested in your product. You just should. You should be taking that into account. You should not be dismissing it right now at all. Another thing that's going on right now is NASCAR. I used to worship NASCAR. I used to watch NASCAR religiously. It's unwatchable now. And then they just had a race at Bristol, which if you look back, Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee, for 50 fucking years, not 50 years, but like 50 shows, so probably 25 years, because there's 2 a year, sellout. You could not buy a fucking ticket unless it was from a fucking scalper. For 20-something years, the track sold out. It was the most desired ticket in all of motorsports. And then in 2009, 2010, their first time they didn't sell a show out. And they haven't sold a show out since. And it's only gotten worse. They just had a terrible race at Bristol. All the fans are complaining because the product is terrible. Is that just because people are on the internet looking for clicks? No, they're unhappy. Listen to why your people that follow your fucking company are unhappy and make adjustments. Don't dismiss those claims. So that's what I would say to Triple H as far as, the IWC, which is the internet wrestling community, they've always been very vocal. They've always been full of what a lot of people call marks. I get all of that, but it still doesn't change the fact that people are pissed off. You should pay attention to that. You should never dismiss when the people that are interested in your product are pissed. It's a huge, huge mistake. So there you go. That's it.
There you go.
All right, let's read some super chats.
Panic and Skyfaller with a 199 says, Cope. Thank you for the 199. Blue Oyster with the $5. What's up, boys? Did you see that now the Home Alone 2 director wants Trump cameo cut from the movie? Chris Columbus is such a crying loser. Hugs or. We did talk about that at the very beginning of the show. Vault 95 with a 199. Listening at the gym right now. Any shoulder advice? Yes. Do some side raises with some dumbbells. Do some side raises. And then do some, I like to take an easy bar. Sit down on a bench that has like a back support and do some behind the neck shoulder presses. I love those. But don't go like all the way down here. Stop at like 90 degrees when your elbows are at about 90 degrees with your shoulders. That's where you stop and then go back up. But go behind the head. You say you're supposed to stop before you go too far? Stop before you go. Don't break 90 degrees with your elbows and your shoulders. Would that apply to this video right here as well? Don't go too far. Here we go. Okay. One more time. She's just throwing her heart out to the bird. I send my heart out to you. Thank you, Vault 95, man. Irish Skywalker with the 109. You may have won, but Beardo is still better. Damn right. You're damn right. Thank you, Irish Skywalker. UK Outlaw with a gifted Geeks and Gamers membership. What's up, UK Outlaw? Thank you. Shadow saying with the 5. I remember how pissed Mahler was when he played Last of Us 2. Thank you for the $5. The Trillist with a 5. Trump voice. He has a super gay list. Maybe the gayest. Thank you for the $5. Lord Slosh with a $5. From what I heard, season 2 is only the first half of game 2. So Abby's golf challenge and her backstory, basically. Okay. Yes, we'll see. We'll see. I think they'll do the Abby smash Joel in season 3. I think they're going to drag Pedro Pascal along as long as they can. Thank you, Irish Skywalker with a 199. Brokeback Mountain, Jeremy's favorite movie, and Hail Beardo. Thank you, Irish Skywalker, for the 199. Or with $1. Thank you. Predon Corpse. What's up, Predon Corpse? Says, Jeremy, you're gay. Can we get more Beardo? Beardo. What's up, Predon Corpse? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 5. Sergio Garcia with a 2. Or. You glad I haven't forgotten? Yes. Thrilled, actually. Joker Mazza with the $5. They deleted my boy Lethal Dynasty Lightning's channel, and Beardo Fat Batman Begins is better than the Batman movie.
Batman Begins is definitely better.
Yes, Batman Begins is better than the Batman. Yep.
I never know if the Joker Mazda account is serious or not.
I don't know. Tobias Nexus with the $5. Naughty Dog isn't even the fun kind of Naughty Dog, just terrible people, terrible current games, and terrible politics, and a disgrace to the name.
Agreed.
Thank you for the $5. Stephen DeLeon with a 2. Ben better not be on Tuesday night's main event tonight. Oh, he better. Ben better be on
Why did
Tuesday
you
night's main event
add
tonight.
not to it? How did you add not to that?
I don't know. Just that's where my brain went. Because I already know he's not going to be. Thank you for the $2. Cash Kester with a $2 says, Yo, Figs. What's up, Cash? Thank you for the $2. Gen X Memories with a $5. When somebody buys the $50 membership in the chats, what does that mean? The beard is looking good, Beardo. Hail to the 199.
It means that 50 people in the chat will get the access to the emojis. They'll have the green next to their name for what, like a month, I think is what it is. We need to update the emojis, by the way. We need to add some updates to that as well. By the way, we're going to try to put some sizzle reels together of our local stuff and put them up for like our members on YouTube without the copyrighted material, you know, so the members on YouTube can at least see get some sort of idea of what we're doing over there.
Get a taste over on Locals.
Yep.
Locals has been a blast, man. This past month and a half has been awesome over on Locals. So,
yep.
And thank you. I trimmed the beard for Vegas. Thank you for the $5. Holy smokes, John freaking Murdoch! Whoa, and a 50! Got nothing to say, really. It's almost like a reflex now. Jeremy's streaming, so I give a super chat.
Let's freaking go. Every freaking time. Hail John freaking Murdoch.
John freaking Murdoch, huh? Jay Ritzy with a $20. Currently at Culver's. Got a Bacon Deluxe. Hail the 199.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you for the $20. John Papa Sergio with the $5. I think what Triple H is saying, is trying to say, is that the loudest of the internet doesn't represent the entirety of the population and audience.
I mean, it's really, though, when you're the leader of the brand and the company, maybe you shouldn't be saying anything like that. Maybe you should say, I always appreciate the feedback from our fans, especially our most passionate fans on social media. Sometimes, you know, they can get rowdy. Sometimes they can get loud, but that's all about being a passionate wrestling fan, and we love to hear the feedback. That's what you should be saying as a fucking leader, not, oh, yeah, fuck these guys. They're a bunch of losers, and we don't care what they have to say.
Mm-hmm. The internet's not real.
Yeah.
Don't listen. Thank you, John Papa Sergio. Irish Skywalker on the 109. Jeremy being straight isn't real life. Hail Beardo. Thank you, Irish Skywalker, for the 199. Rejected Alabama slogans with the $5. Alabama, Roll Tide, War Eagle. Either way, someone's banging their sister to celebrate.
It's true.
Thank you for the $5. Taker with a 2. There's a new $100 re-release of Last of Us 2. Grown. Of course there is.
Always going to be, too.
Of course there is. Thank you for the 2. Jason Yankovic with a $5. HBO chose the worst character to make black. They should have made Dumbledore black and gotten Denzel Washington to play him.
I got another deleted scene from Snow White right here.
You're gonna live with me now. I'm gonna take care of you. Because I love you. Oh, I love you.
Baby Ruth?
Mom,
oh, shit.
you're gonna live with me now.
It's so fucking good, dude.
I'm gonna take care of you. Because I love you. Oh, I love you, Mom.
Dude, as a kid, I don't know if I saw Goonies way too young. Dude, Sloth used to scare the shit out of me as a
Yeah.
kid. Nightmares.
Mhm.
Nightmares. I think it's because how they portray him down in the dungeon all chained up, screaming, and like, dude, that shit scarred me for a long time, dude.
You know what? I watched a movie on Netflix the other day that I had never heard of. It's got Michael Shannon and Andrew Garfield in it. It's called 99 Homes. It was not bad. I'm going to have to actually do a review on Criticlist about it, but it wasn't bad. It's apparently leaving Netflix soon. So I was like, what is this? And yeah, I mean, like Andrew Garfield plays like this young father who's, he's got his son, and he lives with his mom lives with him, and they lose their house. Michael Shannon is kind of the real estate guy that takes everything from him. And he ends up working for Michael Shannon to get his house back, and ends up doing a lot of fucked up stuff. It's a good movie. It's not like, I'm not going to say it's the greatest thing ever, but it's pretty good. It was good. It's got a good cast. Garfield's really good in it, and Michael Shannon's really good in it. It's worth checking out. So I would recommend it. So I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. So
did you ever see Hacksaw Ridge?
I never saw Hacksaw Ridge. But I know Garfield's in it. I
think that's my favorite Andrew Garfield movie. Is Hacksaw Ridge.
I like Andrew Garfield as an actor. I did not like him in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I thought they were fucking terrible. The first one.
He was good in those movies.
No, he wasn't.
Andrew Garfield was good in those movies.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. The movies were trash.
He was too cool for Peter Parker. He was too cool for fucking Peter Parker. Like,
they made him a skater in the first one.
Yeah, he was too cool. It didn't work.
He was good. He was good in those.
No, he wasn't. You're wrong. Just like you're wrong on the Batman take. I
agree with Beardo.
Nobody said that. Nobody said it. Nobody said that.
Three people out of 3,000 are agreeing with me. Ian H with a 2. Tobias, fun kind? I don't know. Thank you. Joker Maz with a $5. What does a Joker Mazza got to do to get you two homos to stream a real game like Path of Exile 2, bruh? And I think it was Lethal's OG channel.
I do play real games like Mario Kart and Fortnite. So get on my fucking level.
Well, there you go. Mario Kart and Fortnite. Mario Golf. Thank you for the 5. Mike Hill with a 49 freaking months.
Let's
Christopher
go.
Columbus wants to remove Donald Trump cameo from Home Alone 2. Yes.
We covered it. We covered it earlier.
Fear the Tardo. Been a while, Tardo. How you doing with the $5? Why Shat make fun of multi-purse twin Beardo? Tardo like make sealed noises too. It be fun. Lock it in or yay.
Or. By the way, I saw someone mention Warzone. Yeah, I would love to get a Warzone lobby together for our locals members. We need a minimum of 50 people to get a Warzone lobby together. That would be fantastic, but that's going to be a lot. But I have been playing. Because of Epic Mike, I did start playing Black Ops 6 again, just because firing range is there. They have firing range. It's so good to have firing range back. It's so good. Still not as good as the OG Black Ops, but it is awesome.
Siphon with a 20 months. Can't make it to Vegas, but I will be there in July. Can't wait to get my fill of the superior In-N-Out and Del Taco. Beardo knows what it's all about. You're damn right I do.
In-N-Out's great. In-N-Out's great.
Dude, I can't wait to get In-N-Out every single fucking day. Every day. Maybe twice a day I'm getting In-N-Out. And Del Taco is superior to Taco Bell, too. Siphon knows what he's talking about. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
I can't.
Somebody said you haven't played Warzone in 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I mean Verdansk is back apparently. So, I mean, I am not good at Warzone, but I enjoy playing it. I am terrible at Warzone actually.
Thank you, Siphon, with the 20 months. Anti-Woke Academy for Arts and Sciences with a $5. Hope Theory Sabers isn't getting crushed by tariffs. Should have him on the show for perspective since we can trust his insight.
I saw he uploaded something earlier about that. I'm about to watch about Theory Sabers.
Thank you for the $5. Stink Ass Cat with the 50. I agree with John M. Love it when Jeremy and Beardo are live. Hail 199.
Let's go.
Thank you, Stink Ass Cat with the 50. You love to see it. Irish Skywalker with the 199. I agree with Beardo. I agree with Beardo times 3,000.
Is this your alt account?
I got nothing to do with it.
Seems like it's your alt account.
It's just somebody who happens to like me.
Probably an alt.
I don't think so. Shout out to Irish Skywalker, you freaking legend. Man, I'm going to have In-N-Out tomorrow. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around that tomorrow. I will be enjoying a double animal style.
I kind of am jealous. Wait. I'm a little jealous of that.
I cannot wait. And we're all caught up on YouTube.
We are all caught up. Okay, so again, please, guys, make sure you go follow us over on Look. So you can follow for free. You can follow the feed. And you can see all that stuff going on. Obviously, when we're dealing with like we do supporters only stuff, especially like a lot of the copyrighted stuff. But like I explained it yesterday on CobraCast, but it's essentially like a Facebook group is how it operates. If you're a member, you can post directly to the feed, all of that, have conversations with people. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys over there. We're closing on 400 supporters over there. So thank you guys so much. We got Tuesday night's main event tonight. Look forward to that. Beardo, what do you got going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm going to be packing. I got to get ready, start packing up some stuff, and then main event tonight. And then tomorrow morning, I am flying to Vegas for the week. So that's about it.
Let's freaking go.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We hope you have a great day. And we'll talk to all of you later. Hail to the 199. And again, big shout out to Jeremy the Cyborg for having that Geeks and Gamers 199 sign at the Monday Night Raw taping. That is freaking cool as shit, man. Love seeing it. So, All right, guys, we'll see you for Tuesday night's main event. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Beardo.
Irish Skywalker, you're a fucking legend, man.
That's your bot account.